Yeah, anyone who disagrees with me is shots fired. In your face. In your
but
mouth.
this- no,
Shots
but
fired in
this-
your mouth.
No, but this isn't about you, fam. We're just trying to come to an understanding. Like, your opinion isn't the only one we're going to be hearing.
No, it's unlimited. I'm limited. Like, my opinion is law. Like,
Oh my god. Anyway, alright. So, you wanna start off with the premise? You wanna tell people what's going on?
yeah, I'll run down theories here.
Oh, sorry. Yes, Theory,
Yeah,
Darkos, C4.
Training drums. Yeah. Basically, I'm not even giving a shout out. Emre said something really stupid. He said, well, it wasn't like a statement. It was more like an ongoing, a banter session.
It's actually not.
At the end of it, he basically said that Third Strike was more balanced than Marvel. That was like the gist of it. There was bits in between and
see, but that's
blah, blah, blah.
I don't disagree with him.
Like,
anyway, carry on.
Yeah, obviously, I can understand why the majority of people would, but because I was talking to Emre and giving him the points that the points that I gave him, and he still denied it, and it's like, right, you're just being ignorant and stubborn, whatever. So now I'm going to inform everyone, and then they'll have to think my way, because my way is logic. So you can't.
Whoa.
Well, I'm going to bring facts.
No, fam. No, whoa. Let's show you right there. Like, just because you believe your way is logic,
no.
No, because I don't like the way I don't like the way you talk.
Saying religion, bruv. I don't like religion. I'm going to give you facts. And you can't. I'm going to give you facts.
No, it's all good about facts, but remember,
Shots fired.
Bro, it's still your opinion. I'm not talking about the facts. Your opinion. Your like the whole. Whoa. Let's get one thing straight. Yeah, you saying that Marvel is a more legit game or more balanced game is your opinion. Get that right. It's not.
No, you didn't have to say it in French, but okay.
No, because you're like, bruv, what do you call it? My way is logic. Like, hey, calm your easy ridges, bro. Just chill.
That's what I work with. I don't work on
No. Because that's disrespectful, bro. What do you mean your way is logic? Like, ain't no man talking sense.
I work on facts.
No, but what you're saying is, if no one sees what you're
5 pound and you can count the 5 pound, that's a fact.
Fam, stop using them bullshit analogies, bro. What I'm saying to you is, what I'm saying to you is, yeah, if someone doesn't see your way, they're not making sense. I don't like that. But anyway, you know what? No, fuck it. Say what you're saying.
Say about Andrew because he doesn't believe this. He can't understand.
Say what you're saying. But I just think it's disruptive. On.
Wow.
Fuck the FGC. Anyway.
FGC guy!
The point is, Emre brought up a point about hitboxes and hurtboxes in both games. And he said, hit spheres, or whatever you want to call them, bubbles in Marvel, are basically less accurate than the ones in First Strike, where they hit boxes. And I brought the fact that, well, most people's limbs and anatomies aren't actually square. And he showed me an example in Marvel where a move hit someone and the animation of the move didn't actually reach the person. And then I showed him a vice versa one where an animation of a hit went through someone because their hitbox isn't where the animation was. There was no hitbox in the person's fist. So it never touched the other person's hurtbox.
Fab, you know you can't hit Nemesis's legs when he's up in the air. Did you know?
When he's up in the air?
Yeah, when he's jumping, if you hit his legs, it will go through. There's no hurt box on his legs when he's jumping in the air. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. I don't play many Nemesises. I don't think that's a big problem. But fair enough. Yeah, no, that's cool. And like I said, with Akuma, when he does his stand fist, his hand hasn't got a hitbox because it goes through characters. So that was his argument against the hit spheres in Marvel being stupid. And I said, well, every game's got it. Every game has a character or multiple characters that have dodgy hitboxes in some way or form. Obviously, CT's done his example about Kami's anti-air with, what was it, stand fist?
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure in every game, if you look hard enough, you'll find it.
Most likely.
Is that his whole argument on why First Strike is a better...
No, there's probably more. There's probably more. No. It's not which game is better, it's which game is balanced. I don't think someone can there's no way to determine what is better. That is an opinion, no matter what.
Yeah, that's fair. I think First Strike's a more legit game. I'll definitely say that. I'm not like all in the fucking UMBC scrotum bag, swimming in there.
No, I want to actually ask you a question after you've said your statement as well. Because
you just all I'm going to say is the top tier thing. like the top tier thing.
Yeah, go on.
Basically, correct me if I'm wrong, Theory and Darkos, whoever. Third Strike is basically Chun, Yun, and Ken.
Unless you're Kuroda.
In what?
Kuroda.
One of the sickest Third Strike players there is that it doesn't matter what character you're using, he will body you for free.
Right. I thought you said in Kuroda. I thought there's a place where there's a different tier list. Like, okay.
No, Kuroda. I mean, Kuroda's won multiple SBOs with like Q.
Yeah, the worst game.
Yeah.
Q is like.
God, yeah, he's Iron Fist level. Yeah, he's shit. And
he's worse than Iron Fist. He's worse than Iron Fist.
I don't have a 12 winning ever.
Yeah, it's good. No, do you know what it is? It's not so much that 12 is a wait, hello.
Yeah, I'm still there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's not so much that 12 is a bad character. It's that he's like ridiculously difficult to use. Like he's weirder than Gen. He's weirder than Gen. Like his moves don't make no sense to me, bro.
That character doesn't make sense with
he
parries.
doesn't. Bro, he's got like Marvel moves. Like you can jump in the air and do supers. It's like, wait, what? What is this?
If he was playing in any other game, he would make sense.
Yeah.
But with parries, it's just like he gets blown up with everything he does.
So my point was basically that the tier list in Third Strike are a lot. What's the word? They're more spread out. Like the tier lists are more defined, where it's like you've got
Third Strike, or you first
in Third Strike.
Okay.
In Third Strike. Marvel's a bit different, like because obviously you've got teams and stuff. So you don't. I mean, Third Strike, because it's so, like, it's been played at, most of the matches have been seen. Tier list for Third Strike is more based on, like, matchups. So Chung-Li is top tier because she has
the best
shitload of good matchups. Yeah, she's got a higher percentage of good matchups. So it's not like where Marvel is like, well, this character's got this gimmick, this character's got this range. It's just matchups in Third Strike. Where Marvel, it's got, the whole team synergy and fucking missiles and whatever. So it makes it a bit harder. But still, at the end of the day, there's a lot more like tournament-winning characters in Marvel than Third Strike. And I think.
She want to look for the remote.
Yeah. So yeah, the ratio of winnable characters in Marvel is a lot greater than they are in.
All right, can I just say something? What is it? Just me or C4 IQ? Yeah, it is a bit. But yeah, anyway, what's this called? Let me just clarify something, yeah, because obviously, I said this before we started the recording. All right, Theory, correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, but do you not think a tier list, like if you're gonna compare tier list to 2 games, like a character roster would determine how many characters you would see in top tier? Do you not think? Because if you could, hello, thank you. Oh wait, C4 is C4 back?
Yeah, I'm back now.
Okay, yeah. This is the theory because obviously Darkos already has me and C4 has me as well. Don't you think it would be unfair to compare the amount of top tier characters there are in Third Strike to Marvel when Marvel has a huge character roster? Of course it's okay, back on the recording thing. It went up for some reason, don't know why. Okay. But yeah, continue, Theory.
Yeah, Theory's gonna drop some wisdom. Come.
Yeah, the wisdom, the theory.
So, you're talking about these 2 games, but in reality, they're completely incomparable. No, if you're talking about Third Strike, right, which has a system which allows you to get out of any situation
with a parry.
That the game throws at you, like, apart from, like, very select things like Akuma. But you can get out of anything with a parry. So any match is ready to win at any point because of the parry system. And you can kind of apply the same logic to Marvel, where any match is winnable if you get 1 hit. So it's hard to say what's more balanced in just the sense that, like, pretty much anything is possible. Kuroda shows that anything's possible. Abigail, Green Ace, they show anything's possible. There's a lot of low tier players in Marvel, and there's a lot of low tier players in Third Strike. The problem with both games is, in certain scenes, like the American scene for First Strike, the game, when it gets to top 8, it just falls apart and becomes Chun-Yun.
Yeah.
And then occasionally there's a Dudley and a Makoto. The same way that Marvel, at EVO, was pretty much just 0. I mean, there was Justin Wong, but for the most part, it was 0. I think they have the same problem where it's like people in certain countries aren't willing to get out of their comfort zones. In Japan.
Oh my god, dude! You do not because I should have mentioned this before, but I don't think C4 even knows about the Shend. You watch the Shend, you will hardly see Chun-Li's and Yuns, dude. Like, you will see every character being used, bro, because Japan know how to play the game properly. If you are only going to watch US streams, it will pollute your mind with bullshit. Trust me.
Yeah, but I know what you're saying. I don't feel like Chun and Yun and Ken are the only characters that can win a tournament. I'm just saying, because of the way that the tier list is done in Third Strike, where it's matchup based, they're the go-to characters. That's all I'm saying. And I know, like, obviously, other characters win. Like, I know there's obviously bad characters in there, but there's characters in the middle, like Alex and shit. Like, Alex is godlike. He can beat, like, anyone if he's on his game. Like,
Renix,
I know that.
Nice, yeah.
And it comes down to, like, character specialists. And where Marvel's a bit different, obviously, because people still to this day are getting blown up by stuff they don't know because no one's playing Rocket Raccoon or Joe and shit like that.
Yep.
So I know that.
Alright, do you know what? I think I've changed my mind now. I've changed my mind. No, I know more. Before we go on, I'm not going to say Third Strike is more balanced or Marvel is unbalanced, because I think Theory stated quite well, I might add, that they're too incomparable to say which one is more balanced. But I will ask you this. What, in your definition, makes a legit fighting game? Because you've already stated that Third Strike is more legit than Marvel. Why? That's what I want to know. Because I assumed a game being balanced would make it legit. But obviously I must be wrong, because, that's what I'm saying. So I want you to give me a reason as to why it is legit.
The difference between, for me anyway, the difference between balanced and legit is that a game that's legit requires skill to win every time. So I'm going to say Third Strike and Cross Tekken. Like, you need to be sick to win. Marvel, you can scrub out win every now and again. Like, there's no... It's a lot better than it used to be with consistency and the randomness and all that. But even if you're on your game, someone could do something hella random and then win. Like, and in Third Strike and in Cross Tekken, you can't really do that. Like, even if you get a random hit, you still got to do something else. Like, you've still got to keep the momentum up. And in Marvel, you can just do something really fucked up and still win. So that's the difference between balanced and legit. I think Marvel's balanced and Third Strike's legit. The reason why Marvel's balanced is because you're going to hate me for it, but this is the God honest truth. Because there's attack infinites, every character's viable.
That's totally true. I think you can't argue with that. Because Virgil, Spencer, and Tack Infinites exist, like, any character can be used. That's one of the beautiful things about that game being so fucking stupid. Like, every character can be good. In Third Strike, I totally agree with you here. In Third Strike, the reason why it's such a skill-based game is it rewards you reading
for skill. It's footsies and solid gameplay. Do you know what? Like, I respect the C4. Like, you lay down knowledge. I can't argue with that. That's fair enough.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Thank you. But don't get it twisted. I'm not saying like everyone should play Marvel because it's fair. It's not fair. It's balanced, because it doesn't matter what. You can go into Marvel, pick your favorite characters in the game, and your team, it might be harder to win, but you still have an equal chance as most of the other teams. Like, as long as it's not fucking Magneto Doom. But if I picked like a character, if I pick my favorite character Iron Fist, and then I put someone with attack infinite mid-screen seconds, I've still got a one-touch kill. So all I do have to do is hit you once.
See, you know, the only problem I have with Marvel though. Like, alright, obviously, because I know you made a joke about it before, but this is real talk. If you do not appease the Marvel gods, you'll get eaten alive. You must pick a top tier. Not everyone can be as sick as Abigail. And that's why Abigail doesn't win shit. You ain't got no top tier characters in your team. You are going to lose. It is that simple. You need to have some sort of bullshit in your team. And that's the one thing I don't like. Because, like, for me, I'm a character loyalist. I want to use characters that I like and I enjoy. I don't want to have to use a Wolverine or a Virgil. No, I don't want to do that. But if I don't, the Marvel gods will not be pleased and I'll get eaten alive. And that's why I don't play the game anymore.
I think there's exceptions to that rule. Like, if you look at C4IQ's team with fucking, the Trish.
Captain Westcott.
Yeah. It's based on the unblockable.
No, without a doubt. But until he is winning tournaments, I can't really... Do you know what I mean? Because obviously, dude, it works on me, but I'm a scrub. Like, does it work on you?
No.
It does.
It works on me.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, I want to see him use it against somebody legit, somebody that plays Marvel, and then I can say, you know what? Go on.
I was going to say the thing with Marvel is it's a numbers game. The setup will work regardless who I do it on. I know, obviously, I've not done it against a pro player or anything like that.
No, dude, I get that, but you need to get the set. It's not like you can just do it raw. You can't.
No, you're right. I need to get the hit first.
Exactly.
But then it will work. If I get the hit, then the setup will work. It doesn't matter if I'm playing fucking Theory or F-Champ. It doesn't matter.
No, but dude, can you get that hit on Justin Wong? Can you get that hit on F-Champ?
Yeah, but that's the foots game. That's not my setup. That's not my gimmick. My gimmick will work on anyone. It's me getting the first hit. That's obviously the footsie part of it. So that I can accept. Like, that bit I'm not pro at, but the setup will work. And I know what you're saying about you need to pick a top tier in your team. I think you need to have a gimmick in your team. That's what I think the difference is.
Oh, no, that's probably it.
Because, Abigail's team's shit, but...
He's got gimmicks. Yeah. He's got the 2 level 1s. He's got the grab. Yeah, you're going to get grabbed regardless. He'll go for the regular grab and then, that's true.
So, and I mean, Kusuru had the whole look hit. I think Green Ace beat the whole FGTV with skill and because of their lack of knowledge of Trish. And they got blown up by it. So there's a lot more factors in Marvel why.
Yeah, but you know what? Even though not taking away from Green Ace, but how can you how could you do it? You did bring up Kusuru, didn't you? Oh, okay, no worries. So I was gonna say, how are you gonna bring up Green Ace body in FGTV when Kusuru bodied everybody?
Oh I said Kusuru after Abigail. Yeah, Kusuru with Joe, Frank, and
Rocket
Raccoon, and I think that is probably worse than Abigail's team.
No, wait, hold on, because Frank's got level 5.
I said the same thing. You can't have Rocket Raccoon and Frank on the same team. That, to me, is absurd.
Why?
Absurd.
Why?
Because Kusuru plays it in a different order, so it's not as bad, but Theory plays Rocket, then Frank. And it's like, right, if you lose, Rocket, and it's not hard to kill, it's hard to combo Rocket, but it's not hard to kill him. You can chip him out easy. You only need to get one combo and then you can chip him. If you lose Rocket, you're coming in with level 1 Frank, and that is...
Yeah.
But I think you can make the same argument with any Frank team. I just think of it as a top-heavy team. Like, even with fucking Apology Man's Frank team, if he loses Scroll, he's going to have a really hard time leveling up Frank.
Oh, shout out to Apology Man. That Scroll, that clerk. He stopped using Firebrand, didn't he? Or does he?
Yeah, he swapped Scroll for Firebrand, I think.
I'm sorry, that's
Firebrand. Maybe
no,
it's
the other way around. It's the other way around.
No, it is Firebrand Frank Scroll. It's Firebrand Frank Scroll. Yeah.
Firebrand.
No, it's not. It's Firebrand's.
Didn't he switch out
Scroll?
Didn't he switch out Firebrand for Scroll?
Yeah, no, fair is, but it was that way. Yeah, so it was always Ankadoon.
Yeah.
Frank in the middle. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, you're right. If he loses Scroll, it's the same problem as if you lose Raccoon. But I think Raccoon is a good character, but I don't think he's reliable. When he's up against a team, I don't think he's that good. When he's got X Factor, or he's only against a character and a really sturdy assist or anything, he's not bad. Yeah. But when he's up against something like missiles and shit, like I don't know what you're meant to do, because you can't bait them into your traps if they've got their own assist going about.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree with you. But I play Marvel to beat you. I don't play it to beat anyone else. Let's be real. Like, that is my approach. I don't play Marvel.
No, do you know what I find funny? Like, Theory, I concur, bruv. I'm not gonna lie to you, I agree with you 100%. The only person I want to beat at Marvel is C4 because he's so gassed.
And you know what? I've done my job. I've put fire in your belly. That's good. I made you guys.
I want no fire in my belly. Fuck you.
Well, you got it, man. You're infected.
Yeah, but C4, you need to get fire in your belly.
You know what I mean? Real talk, bruv. Bomb a fire.
I've got a spark in there somewhere.
No, Theory, check this.
Because you haven't been to like a proper tournament yet.
and he's still gassed. He thinks he's the best.
But the thing is, I don't need to prove it.
Oh my god! What do you mean?
So much shit is sick.
No, do you know what? Screw that. Theory. Check this here. Do you know what May said to me? Okay. Obviously, he's come up with that. People can hear this now. Yeah. He came up with the catchphrase for me. CT body me free. Yeah. Now, like, very catchy. I ain't gonna lie. I even like saying it now. But what do you call it? I said, yeah, but how would you feel if I was singing that while I bodied you? He was like, never gonna happen. And I'm like, wait, you don't think I can beat you in any fighting game? I was like, nope. Like, wait, but you don't even play any fighting games that I play. He's like, I'll beat you at ST. I was like, dude, you don't use stick. So, he thinks he can body me in ST. He thinks he can body me in ST for free. He doesn't play it, and he doesn't play it on stick. And he thinks he can.
The only way to prove this is to lay money down, isn't it? Like, that's being real.
No, but you know what?
Money match.
I would be on that. But this is what he said. He was like, how about if we play, yeah? If I beat you, you never get to play ST again. I'm like, yeah, what happens if I win? Well, then you've proven yourself. It's like, why should I prove myself to you? I've got nothing to gain. I don't care about proving myself to you.
No. If you win, C4IQ can't play Marvel on pad anymore. He has to learn on hitbox.
Hold on.
So he can. So he has no excuse to not go to tournaments anymore.
Yeah. C4. I'm feeling that. I am full on.
Conspiracy theories, bro. I'd rather do it for money, to be fair, but...
No. Burn the money. This is sick. Like, you need...
Burn the money?
No. Do you want to know why? Wait. I know you're trying to put me on blast, yeah?
To not play ST.
Wait, listen. Let me just explain something. Wait, let me explain something to the people. C4, how much do you pay for your hitbox?
And the money that you don't have?
Oh, well, there you go. It's a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. No, it's a lot of money. Now, how often do you use the hitbox?
Whenever I play anything but Marvel.
What games do you play apart from Marvel and Cross Tekken?
Dive kick.
Fam, you don't play dive kick. Stop lying.
Can you tell me what
when was the last time you played dive kick? When was the last time you played dive kick?
You don't see me play.
When was the last time you played dive
kick? 2 days ago. What day is it today? Sunday, innit? Thursday I play dive kick. I play Injustice every now and again, very rarely.
Who you play dive kick with, fam? Please tell me. Who you playing dive kick with?
Some mad Americans. There's no one over here that plays it. And lag's not an issue because it's only 2 buttons. Wicked.
Exactly. So that doesn't even count. How does that even count?
Oh, you don't count? Well, I asked you a question. You said, do I play on the hitbox?
No,
you didn't say I need to use the buttons on it.
Because you know what? Obviously, I don't want to start going into the whole, is dive kick really a fighting game? Because for me, I'm like, oh... It is.
I like footies, bro.
It is. No, yeah, it is. But fam, it's 2 fucking buttons.
All right, then, okay.
If you no,
dive kick doesn't count then. I know that's what you want to hear. Dive kick doesn't count.
No, I'm not gonna. Do you know what? I'm not gonna say. No. Do you know what? I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say that. I don't want you to have that moral victory over me. Fuck that. What I'm saying to you, yeah, is okay. You play Injustice. When was the last time you played Injustice?
That was probably about a week ago.
A week ago. Really?
But you've got look at this way. Wait. Look at it this way. What other games do I play but Marvel and Cross Tekken?
This is my point.
Those 2 games I play, 50% of the time I'm on my hitbox.
What I'm saying to you, no, it's not 70% of the time, because most of the time you're playing Marvel. That is the game that you play. All the time, fam. Anytime I call you, you're playing
online. How do you... You're not online. You don't have PSN. You don't see me
online. I said when I call you. That's what I said. When I call you, like, what are you doing? Oh, just playing Marvel. You're always playing Marvel. Don't lie.
And whenever I'm on Skype with Darkos, what am I playing?
Oh my god, Darkos.
Always playing for a second.
Darkos. Let me ask you something. Yeah, you got man on PSN. What is this guy always playing?
I'm not usually on the PSN still. I'm on the 360.
Right, no. Ask the question this way, Darkos. When you've come on PSN, what have I been playing?
Cross Tekken.
There you go, then.
That doesn't count, though. That doesn't count. Because you just said he's mostly 360.
Never counts with you. Anyway, what's your point? Half the time I'm on my hitbox.
Do you know, it's done. You paid, you spent off all your money to play for the hitbox 50% of the time. Yeah, that's it. Good. That is a practical way to spend your...
It is practical.
Yeah,
but what you play?
Very practical.
Look, my point is, I want fucking C4IQ to go to tournaments and beat people.
And stop having a real life option select. Stop talking shit. Oh, I can't enter tournaments because I can't play on my pad.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. I'm trying to go to tournaments. You've been there, CT. When we went to Birmingham, did I not want a money match someone from Marvel?
Birmingham?
Yeah, when we went to Birmingham. Shout out to Squadron.
Oh shit! Yeah. No, you're right.
Yeah, and I wanted to money match someone.
But dude, no one played Marvel there.
And when we started going to the Hog, I was playing bare Marvel heads.
Yeah.
Everyone. Shout out to Chrome Alchemist. This is the thing, right? Now when you say like you play fighting games for fun, I'm not on par with this guy, but I'm like Ryan Hunter. I like the science behind Marvel. So when I played Chrome Alchemist, shout out to him, and he played Mori Doom, and I proved to him and myself that Hawkeye Strider beats that shit, that was a more victory for me. I didn't need to play him. I didn't need to beat him for money or beat him in a tournament. I proved my point. The point I've been preaching from the day I made that team, that this team beats Morgan Doom. Morgan Doom isn't that bad. This beats it. It's clean. And it did. And I was happy about that. That's how I look at Marvel. You need that fire, though.
You need, because when I played you in, fucking last week Cross Tekken, before we'd even played, you had lost. Before we'd even played, you had lost.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
and you lost to yourself. And, there's so many fucking, Marvel tournaments around England that happen, bi-monthly, which get, a good few entrants, probably about, near £100 prize pool, UK sort of figures, which is fine.
You're the only guy. Oh my god, we're going on.
And you could win and do really fucking well, but because you play on PS3 pad, you can't enter. Whereas you could just go to one of these every once in a while, body everyone, and then have more gravitas to the science that you're putting out. Because at the end of the day, science is great. But you have to put it into practice. The same way I say to you, Rocky Raccoon and Frank works. I say it works, but I said to you, only way I can prove to you is if I learn how to play it properly and beat you with it. Same thing.
I said that. But
whoa, tell me something. What Theory just said is what I've been saying to you for time. Why is it you're listening to it now? Bruv, use your hitbox. Enter tournaments. Prove yourself.
I won't win on my hitbox.
Then train on your hitbox.
I do practice, and I know my skill level, and I won't get as good on my pad as I will on my hitbox. I know I won't.
Quack.
I will still play it, but I won't be as good.
Quack.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
I heard what you said. You'll enter. You will enter.
I will enter, but I won't win. So, if you want to pay my entry fee, if you want to donate.
No, I don't want to donate. You waste your money and lose. Why should no. Because look at this, yeah. Listen. The mentality you have is jokes, bro. Because you think you're basic at Marvel, but you know you can't win with your hitbox. Why not train till you know you can win with your hitbox, rather than having these real life officer selects and then saying to people, "Why don't you donate?" Bun that, bro. Do you think Theory thought he was gonna lose that match? No, but he did. Do you think he was donating to charity? No, he thought he was going to win, and he didn't.
What match?
In Cross Tekken. The Cross Tekken. He came second.
What did Theory lose?
What?
Oh, right, you mean in the tournament. Right,
yes, that's what I mean. You make out like it's set in stone. If you're going to go to a tournament, you know you're going to win. I'm sure Theory thought he was going to win, and he didn't. So what do you want, bro? What do you actually want? Explain it to me, bro.
I want to carry on what I'm doing. I'm happy how I am. You're the guy who's not happy. You guys aren't happy with what I'm doing.
No, because bruv, you are the most gassed up person. You're the only one that says, bruv, I'm sick of Marvel. I'll beat anyone.
My science is fact. I can't argue with that. I'm
your science. Burn your
science. Science. Well, then science is going to fuck you in the ass hard, bro.
No, tell me something. Yeah. Why do you think your science so sick? If you think your science so sick, why don't you show people? By going to tournaments and body commands. Wouldn't it be better to do that?
My science,
no.
Subscribe to Mash on Pad and check out my videos.
I give up.
Have I not tried to? I did try to do Marvel people to come down on the Monday, but no one wants to come.
People do come on a Monday.
You got to travel though, man. You got to You got to put
Birmingham. I travel. I do travel, but there was a guy who was going to apparently money match me for £90 on fucking UK fighting game. I money matched him. Was it SB? No, not SVB. Oh, where is it? His name's Marcel or something like that.
Marcel, that dude. Yeah, he was busting hard.
I'm gonna money match him.
I see that.
I think you got missed it, but
no, I saw it.
No.
So I'm on holiday and I'm not.
That one.
No, I'm not talking about that. About a month ago, I uploaded one of my videos on UK FGC. He watched the first fight and he said, "Oh, you guys are whack." And I said,
whoa.
What? Yeah, exactly. And I said, what? It was me against
Where's he
he's from up north, I think.
I tell him come through.
I said, when's the next major down your end? And I think, what did he say? It was something that ran the same time as SVB. What ran the same time as SVB?
SVB next year?
No, what, you know when we had SVB down here? What was the, SF things? What were they talking about? What's up there?
Oh, SFO.
SFO, that's it, yeah. He said, come down to SFO.
No, fam, you don't want to go up lead sides just to prove a point. That's
see, hold on a second. Theory's telling me to go travel, and you're telling me,
I reckon you should.
Well, to lead, bro, do you know what? Alright, fine, do it, but you're already a man that doesn't like to spend his money and go lose, innit? Like, if you're gonna spend money on petrol, yeah, that's gonna cost you bare. You're not going, bro, you know how much it costs to go to Leeds on a train? £90, bro.
I'm get reimbursed for it because I ain't gonna lose to him. I can tell by the way he's chatting. I'm gonna beat him.
You can't get reimbursed for your petrol money.
Well, he said no. The money match. I said, do you want a money match for £80 then? First to 10. And he went, yeah, I'm on it.
Well, let me see if it's £80. Well, no, do it.
I'm sure it's not £80 worth of petrol to get to Leeds, is it?
No, nah. It's £80 to go on train. So, like, for me, I'm just like, whoa, I don't think I'd do that. I don't think, like, it's not even that I don't think I'd beat someone. It's that I can't be asked to spend that money just to get it back and then just have the money that I used to buy the ticket. Do you know what I mean? I'm like,
I play to prove a point. I don't
No, you know what? That's what I'm saying.
Champion or shit like that. I play to prove a point. Like, I don't care about. Well, I do care a little bit about placing, obviously. Like everyone does. No one likes losing, but I would rather beat someone in a money match than come first in the tournament.
That's that fanatic mentality.
I think it's better because, like, I don't want to say like anyone can win a Marvel tournament because it's not like that no more. But I mean, a first to 10 is harder to win than a first to 5.
That's true.
Like, after 5 games, you should download the person by now. Then
No, it's sure. So I can't deny that.
I'd happily do that. I'd happily go to SFO just to play him, not to enter the tournament. Like,
fuck it then. Like, bear support.
But I will be playing on my pad. I will not be playing on my hitbox.
Does that mean? Okay, tell me something. Yeah, like, what is the okay? Can you play Cross Tekken on the pad better than you can play on the hitbox?
I think it's pretty much the same. I think Theory disagrees. I think.
So Theory, what do you think? What do you think?
I think he's fine on the hitbox. I think he plays just as well, to be honest.
Okay, let me step in.
Oh shit!
He's sick with Steve on the pad.
Yeah, Steve's the only exception.
Okay, so he's better on the pad then.
But the reason that is because of Dragon Punch.
Steve. Yeah,
but that would mean if Steve is the only character that determines, what he's better.
If I win or not.
Yeah, then obviously he's better on the pad, which means the money you used to purchase that stick was a waste.
Not really, because I don't think my Steve is the reason I lose matches. I don't think if I pick Steve, I win more.
What I'm saying to you is
that on the hitbox and Bison on the hitbox as well.
But it's literally Dragon Punch motions. I can't.
But you can learn that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like his only issue is learning the stick.
But no, it's not that. Like there's players that, like, take Mar for example. He can only do lightning loops on one side, and you're telling me he doesn't know how to play a stick.
I'm saying that you just spend more time practicing it.
But there's always...
like I couldn't do DPs on a stick for like 2 years of my life, and I learned how to do it.
I don't think I was that bad. But but
I was really fucking bad. I used to play on keyboard for fuck's sake.
Oh shit! No way.
Yeah, and because I started on GGPO like fucking 6 years ago.
Oh, bad.
So now I learned how to play on stick, and it took a long fucking time. But now we can go to any tournament, play on any console, go to any arcade.
Yep.
And at any point, play anyone for money or go to anything.
See,
There's never a limitation.
This is what I said. Like, because obviously he likes. C4 likes to talk about logic, and I said logically, wouldn't a stick be the best thing for you to do? And he said no, and I said, but you're supposed to be a logical thinking person. How can you not think a stick, which is what that's the format people use to play fighting games. Like, if you go to an arcade, on arcade machines, they use sticks. If you go to a tournament, like, there's going to be sticks around that you'll be able to use. Like, okay, you got Fnatic is like the only guy next to Wolfcrone and other people that have proper specialized... No, not even that. Wolfcrone uses a PlayStation pad, doesn't he? Can he actually use an Xbox pad? I don't know.
I think it's PS3 pad, but he plays on stick now anyway.
Well, so there you go.
Yeah, he plays on stick. All the pad players, I know he used to play on pad, he plays on stick now. Meat played on the pad. He plays Fanatic's the only one that really has not converted.
Do you want to know why? Because he plays on the Xbox. He plays pad on the Xbox, and that's what all the games are playing on anyway.
No, it's because he
Evo
plays on the
is game
AG
played on Xbox
this year, yeah.
Yeah, so
But he plays with an Afterglow, which is shaped like an Xbox, but yeah.
is the Afterglow compatible with both?
Yeah, you can get an Afterglow for the Xbox or the PS3, but the Afterglow looks like an Xbox pad.
Okay, fair enough.
But he said his preferred pad is a PS2 pad.
Oh, really? So he just learned the Xbox pad like what I told you to do?
But wouldn't that would consist of me buying an Xbox?
No. Yeah, no, that would. Well, I mean, you had an Xbox. Well, yeah.
But anyway, I will money match people on Cross Tekken, and I will use my hitbox. I won't say, I'm going to use my pad because I play better on my pad for Cross Tekken, because I don't feel that. Like Darkos said, I play Steve better on my pad, but I don't play Steve anyway. Like on my hitbox, my team
anymore.
Yeah, anymore.
Do you not think you can learn DP motions on your hitbox then?
I could.
So what's stopping
when we was last there, I did pick Steve for a bit.
Yeah.
On my hitbox.
So
I didn't get very far.
What's stopping you?
It's just Marvel. From day one, I played it on my pad. That's it. Simple as that.
I played Marvel.
But how long have you been playing for, though? Like, how long have you been playing Marvel for? Yeah.
Since
it came out, so not even that long.
Week before it came out. If you want to count vanilla, I got it a week early.
So not even that long then, like a year.
Well, how long is both of them? It's been 3 years now, isn't it?
Is it 3 years? Yeah, fair enough. That's still not that long. Compared to how you actually used to play fight, bro. I only played fighting games on pad. You have no excuse.
That's 2 years.
You actually have no excuse, bro.
No excuse for what? Well, because I don't. Well, actually, I want to go back to what you said about the logic. Yeah, as well as being logic, I like to be original, so that's why I'll go hitbox.
Oh.
Wait, no. I said this before.
I have to be different, bro.
Don't be
I
a
have to be
hipster,
different.
bro.
I don't want to be a shit.
I like that hipster. So now, because I
want to be different. So
you know what I find funny? You know what I find funny? Yeah, me being logical is now me being a sheep.
No. I'm not saying you're being a sheep. I said I don't want to be a sheep.
But so aren't you implying that anyone using a stick is a sheep?
No, anyone that converts from a pad to a stick is a sheep, because not everyone. Most people go from pad to stick because you can play better on stick, which is bullshit.
No, of course it's bullshit. I've never believed that.
No, exactly. But if you see a lot of people, that's the reason they convert. That is not.
Using an arcade stick than a pad.
See, comfortability, I can buy that. But when people say, I can do things on the stick that I can't do on a pad, that's not true. Anything you can do on a stick, you can do on a pad, and vice versa.
You can do on a pad, yeah.
If anything, you can make motions quicker on a pad.
Much quicker.
Because you've got your fingers on every button.
Yeah, the thumb's there.
Agree, but it's a case of compatibility. Like, at the end of the day,
I agree with that.
Like, I enjoy, let's be real, ST and Alpha 2 are my favourite games of all time. I play Cross Tekken.
Alpha 2, no way.
Yeah. I play Cross Tekken and I play Street Fighter 4 because they have a massive player base. That's awesome. I always get to play against good people.
Not so much Cross Tekken.
And I get to go to tournaments. I mean, Cross Tekken, we have our own little community.
Yeah,
I love that game.
I
love that game as much as I love those older games.
What? No way. Oh, shit.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, for me, it's about competition. Don't get me wrong, I love fighting games, but I don't still play Alpha 2 because I know, there's 5 people that still play it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I want to beat people and I want to play in tournaments. That's it. That's the end goal. I play the game with the biggest, that I love, and with the biggest, community behind it that's still fresh. People are still coming in. Yeah, occasionally. I mean, I don't practice it as much as Cross Tekken because I have a real drive to be, the best at that game at the moment. So.
Hungry.
I think.
Someone.
Hungry for it.
Someone doesn't agree. Someone thinks they're better than you. You do.
Well, I'm not betting the Theory at Cross Tekken.
You don't think you're sick at Cross Tekken?
No, I'm not betting the Theory.
No one can get Theory, man. He's overpowered. He needs nothing quick.
OP, bro. OP. Okay, fair enough.
Chung-Li status, bro. Chung-Li status.
That third strike Chung-Li?
Over 9,000, bro.
You need to get him with a nerf stick, man.
Quick.
That Tarzan in this too much.
He's the kid boo.
You need to patch.
He's the kid boo, bro. You can't beat him. You just have to turn him into a good guy.
Yeah, that's it.
They can pick low tier. That's the only way we're going to beat him.
Yeah, but Kid Buu does get bust up though. Like,
no, he doesn't.
oh no, you just said you said
He got turned into
He got turned into a good guy because they couldn't beat him. That's theory, bro. The only time we're going to beat him is when we make him pick a low tier team.
Yeah, but wait, didn't that Spirit Bomb beat him though?
No.
What?
He didn't die. He regenerated.
No. That was a wish.
They wished back Kid Buu.
Yeah, it wasn't a regeneration.
He well, we're gonna have to watch it. Darkos, what do you say?
Why
would they wish back a good person?
What did you think they used the Spirit Bomb and he just became a good person?
No, they used the Spirit Bomb and they saw that he was regenerating.
No.
So then they made a wish to turn him into a good guy when he came back.
Is that what happened?
Well, why else would they bring him back as a good guy?
Because Goku enjoyed the fight with Buu. He was like, "Oh, you're really strong. I want you to come back. If you come back, I want you to be a good guy." But, do you know what? You're making me question my knowledge of Dragon Ball Z now. Man's gonna look it up still. Dragon Ball Z, Wiki.
I'm sure he couldn't beat him. But anyway, that's theory. I will never be.
So theory is Kid Buu or Oob.
No, he's
the
before.
only way, no. The only way you can beat. The only way you can get him, is if you're as good as Wolfston or better than Wolfston. If you're better than him,
that's the guy who beat him.
The guy that won the tournament, the Cross Tekken tournament. If you're as good as him, then the chance is very high.
I think anyone can beat me. I think anyone can beat me. When I play C4IQ with Punish is better than 90% of the players at the Hog. And when I play Darkos has some of the best defensive mind games than anyone at the Hog. But both of you...
Oh no, you're lying.
I'm not. I'm not. The amount of shit you hit me with, which I never get hit by. Okay. Like, just bollocks. Like, the most obvious mix-ups ever. And you hit them on me. I'm like... Fuck this guy. Like, he just walked up and, like, DP'd me. It's like, this is fucking stupid. But you both beat yourselves. Like, that's my point, is like,
yeah, do you know what it is?
Lose to yourselves.
I respect too much. That's why I respect people that are way better than me. So it's like, how am I gonna lose? Of course I'm gonna lose. This guy's better than me, man.
Let's be real.
So you've lost before you started then?
Yeah. No confidence.
I'm not like that.
But let's be real.
But I lose to Zangief. As soon as Fury doesn't pick Zangief, then
no, Mace thinks he can beat anyone. He thinks he's untouchable.
Yeah, no, he thinks he's...
Yeah, I do.
That's the thing.
Like, that's the mentality I have to have. Otherwise, then what's the point?
But you should have that mentality with Geef.
Nah, I can't,
because
sorry.
My Geef, when I beat you in that tournament, my Geef just ran you over. I didn't beat you with footsies or the matchup. I just ran you over because you were just fucking locked up. Like, all you need to do is sit in trick
it's because he likes the backdash too much, bro. That's all
you can punish my backdash, so then
that's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, do you know what I've noticed? No, do you know what I've noticed? No, this is what it is with C4, bro. He loves his comfort zone. Anything out of his comfort zone, he refuses to accept it. So if he can't play a game the way he wants to, he will not
play the game.
You play the game. So for example, like what Theory said, he said all you need to do is go in with that mentality against Geef. No, I can't beat Geef. That's you saying.
I've gone into that mentality. I didn't. It's not like the first time I saw Geef I said I can't beat this character.
Yeah, but
I played Theory for fucking hours when it was just me and him, and it was like, Geef is why you're beating me this badly. Like, I'm not saying if you didn't pick Geef, it will be free. But Geef is the reason that he beats me half the time. Because I can play I don't mind that.
Alright, okay.
Yeah, he says that. He doesn't mind the matchup.
I swear Bison versus Geef in Street Fighter 4 is in Bison's favour.
Yeah, it is in Bison's favour, but in Cross Tekken, when you get a knockdown and then Geef's on top of you, it's always a 10-0 matchup for Geef.
I mean, at the end of the day, you get to convert off jab in that matchup with in Cross Tekken, which you can't in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah. I don't get to start from a neutral either. But when Geef gets in, it's not at a neutral position. I'm knocked down.
Yeah.
So it doesn't start off as in Bison's favour. That's the only difference. But yeah, you're right. Once I get to neutral, it is in my favour. I can't moan about that. But it never gets to that point.
Okay. Let me use the same logic that you used with me in Marvel, because I said blockers were stupid, and you said, well, basically, defense in Marvel isn't just blocking. You need to move. Just don't get knocked down.
Totally different.
Don't get hit.
Why?
Don't get hit.
Why? Why?
evasion in Street Fighter 4 and Cross Tekken is different to anime games and Marvel. You've got air dashing, you can block in the air, you can super jump.
There's a lot of advanced guard.
You've got
in Cross Tekken, what can you do?
You've got
Black
teleport. You've got teleport with Bison,
which is mad unsafe. That's why I don't do it. I don't do
Yeah. Teleport. The start up for teleport got nerfed. Like,
thank you.
It was good. You can't wake up teleport. You can't wake up teleport.
No, you can't really do that.
No.
Unless the person doesn't know the matchup at all.
Are you being for real?
Yeah, his and Akuma's
so why
teleport.
they nerf his... What? That's so...
His and
At
Akuma.
the end of the day, you've got alpha counter. Like, by the time Geef comes in, you should have enough meter to alpha counter out and have screen control. That's the idea.
Okay, well there you go then.
That's what you need to do as well. You need to alpha counter, but you don't do it at times, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that Geef
It's because
beat
it's something that's comfort
I'm not
zone.
saying that. No, it's not, because he's just my bogey player. The same way I beat fucking Jammers because he says he doesn't know how to play Bison. I've accepted it. I don't feel good because I'm beating Jammers. He can't play Bison. I play Bison. It's a bad matchup for him. Like, personally, it's a bad matchup. So that's what it is at the end of the day. Like, and that's how I feel about Geef. Anyone else, I don't mind. You can pick Law, fucking Kazuya. Like, I don't want to play them characters, but I'd rather play that character than Zangief. He's my bogey.
I don't
But
want
are you gonna work this out? Are you gonna?
Well,
am
am
I
I
sit there
going
and
to
you're
play
actually
against
gonna work the matchup? Yeah. Or are you just gonna accept the fact that you lose it and not work it out?
I will try and figure it out, or I'll counterpick.
Fair enough.
Nah, man. Just use Bison and just find text in it.
Bruv, he can't come out of his comfort zone. Just leave it be. He will
Find the text in it. Like, obviously, do the usual.
I might switch orders. I might switch order next time I play you. I might put Brian in Bison.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because I think Brian's got better wake-up options. Not much better,
I think
but a little bit better.
I think you just need to play that matchup to force me to bring Geef in a situation that's not favourable for me. The reason that I get to win, like, steamroll you so much is just because you play so defensively against Chun. By the time Geef comes in, I've got a knockdown. You get bodied by that.
I think when Geef comes in and it's a neutral, it's not 50-50, but I feel like I'm in control. But when it's the knockdown situation, then it's like, I might as well put the pad down. I don't, obviously, but that's what I feel like. It's like...
Nah, man.
Everything's
Can't
gonna catch
up, man.
me. Like,
escape, innit?
I can understand all the shit in Marvel, but I just can't understand what the fuck Geef's doing. It just doesn't comprehend in my head, honestly. Like, it's not an excuse. Like, obviously, I could learn it and shit, but
the thing is,
I'm trying, man.
After facing Furious, it makes sense. Like, when Geef gets onto you, I can see what you could do to escape, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
It's very difficult.
Yeah,
it makes sense.
The gaps are small.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it's difficult. It's not like Nina where you know, okay, she might have Ricard, she might do this, she might do that string, that low string thing that she does. Like, but with Geef, it's hard, but it's doable, and you can know when you get
It's definitely not unwinnable. Like, Geef's mix-ups aren't as scary as you think they are.
Before you guys...
It's still bad, but it's not bad.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I'm just going to start holding up.
Sorry.
Just jump back.
Shot guys is done. Yeah, say bye. Okay.
Just